All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Kansas City Chiefs. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll only get a yard, maybe two, up to the 46.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On second down, it's Elliott. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Mike 50.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
Down. And logo. Check. Mike 42. What we got? Rock it. Go. Down.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Go. 44 is the mic. 44 is Mike. Check. X3. 218. Chopper. Let's go.
Marino will throw. Incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Chain, lock it. Two.
Marino here from the gun. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for the Bengals. 45 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a handoff here to his running back. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Check. No.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Set up. 60 yards. Let's go. 44 to Mike.
Marino, 3rd and 1. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hodges.
Get ready.
He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the 1st down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big.
Ready. 61, matchbox lights. 49, check 49. Ready.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Go. Switch.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. Sharp move, but can't find much space. Drop just inside the 20. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Let's go. 70, Indy. Recon, 132 fighter.
Out of the gun, it's Marino. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football.
Cover 3, bro.
Don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Well, a tackle that time by Akala Witherspoon.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Tight end right. Tight end right. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down. Motion. Watch 10. 15. Back. Mike's 50. Watch QB drop.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
And that was a cover for our church.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Speed kills.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10. They're on 18-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
80 weapons. Check 31.
From the shotgun, Marino. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Hey, Echo. Now.
On 3rd down, Marino. And it's complete. Henry. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
Ready?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
It's out. Look, squeeze. Watch the twist. Yep. Take it. Let's go.
Now it's Mixon running right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
On 1st and 10, it's Marino. It's Hill, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Switch. Hey, Haywood.
They'll throw on 1st down with Marino. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. Mike 50. Go out. Now.
To throw is Marino. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Legion of Zoom.
Mecole Hardman, 78 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
We got this.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go. 90 Wolf. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. 22 jet bomber. Twist. 5.
Mixon will try the right side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Marino will look to throw on first. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Wide, get wide. Hey! I got him. Get it.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. It's
Trickery ain't going to win you this game, boy, because I'm going to torch your defense all game.
As his guys are back within a single score. And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
Running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
This fielded at the 2.
Speed kills, baby.
Kansas City touchdown. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together.
Calling a good
that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the crowd. Slam. X3, 218, chopper. 2.
A very good gain on 1st down, 9 yards on the dump off.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Come on, set. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie. Topper. Hey, Sam off.
On second and a yard, Marino. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
I'm coming after you. Go.
Here's Marino to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. TJ Green with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Yellow. Check 25. Check 25.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Well, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
That's the way. Ready.
Here's Marino. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hey. Watch the ship. Leo. Fight.
Now Marino to throw it. He lets this one fly toward the back. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17.
Then kick it
Out
to
is
him.
the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Go. Hey, Zoo, recon, get it.
Marino sets up. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Single. Shit.
Now Marino operating with 3rd and long. He finds his running back, Mixon. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow.
The Chiefs take over
That's it, baby. We got work.
at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion, they'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And some room to work. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Marino. They'll set up the screen here to mix it.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Rock it. Hey, lock it. Safety creep. Switch it. Come on, switch.
They'll run with Mixon. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now it's Marino. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
You got me questioning my own damn rules. Hold up, bro. No, you good? You down by 17? I had to double check.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. So that'll back him up 5. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here.
Good kick.
And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they gave the 60-yarder a try, didn't make it, and now they're in a tough position defensively. This offense has it at midfield. From midfield, here's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right, and he fires one incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, They'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Yellow, 180. Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors.
He's checking.
80 weapon.
Mike's 50.
Check. Hey, ripple is.
Check your hot read. Kill.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Shit. Kill.
Hey, color.
They'll run it with Elliott. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Check 4. Hey, 43.
Mike 51.
Now Mahomes steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Check.
Attack.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Mike's 50. Perfect. It's going to be a long...
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes rolling to his right. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. They come out here in the eye.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Check. Lucky.
Now Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. To throw, it's Mahomes. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Larry Ogunjobi make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
3rd and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Hey, yo, go going.
Motion. Nice 7, let's go. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready up.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, you know, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker couldn't make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Slam, slam. Watch that.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
42's the mark.
They'll stay on the ground, mix him again. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around.
Ready,
And the Bengals on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7.
3 down. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Go. Ready.
Out of the gun, it's Marino. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now Marino on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Marino will throw. Open man is Ross, complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On 3rd down, Marino. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
I'm right here. What are you doing?
They're already slim. Hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
What the heck, girl?
Mike 42. Mike 42. Check. Mike 42.
They'll try and throw forward with Marino. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. They find some open field here. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Mixon with a 1st down carry. Takes this to the 45. Not much space there after the nice move. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
64, weak. Look at me, zipper. Check. Shoot.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Now.
He's checking Kraft.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Just like that.
This time Marino will throw, and that is incomplete here.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Hey!
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic.
61, matchbox lights.
Screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare. Check it back.
Go.
44 is the mic. 44 is mic. Check, check. Your track, your track.
Ready?
To throw is Marino. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game with great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, exit.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Come on, set. 60 or.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Hey, Delta.
Hey.
Hey.
Mike's 50. What?
Hustle.
The
Five.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Yes.
SOS.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We you know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13. Tonight's final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Chiefs, they've indeed